Hi. I feel like sharing a little bit about my personal journey. Maybe it can open up something for you too. So, for about a year now, everything, really pretty much everything I had built, I had created, I had put energy into, started crumbling, started falling apart. And it was like every time I tried to put energy into something that wasn't aligned with my life, it would just bounce back, or the energy would just kind of dissipate, and absolutely nothing would come out of it. And in the beginning, like the mind wants to try in some different ways, make some adjustments, see if you just have to do it better, do it differently, like find another approach. And so I did for a while. I played around with a lot of aspects of my business, of my work, of my way of creating, of being, of interacting. But the longer it lasted, and it was funny because, like, no matter what I tried to adjust or to change just a little bit so it maybe would work better, the more obvious it became that it wasn't gonna work. It just wasn't. Like, I would maybe get a job that I had really dreamed about, and then once it was time to start that job, it would just not be there anymore. It would just be blown out of existence, basically. And I went through many cycles of the same thing. Like, I would start something, I would invest some energy, I would put some energy into a project, and then I would be like, okay, but this time it's gonna work, right? But I would still be doing it from the same place that I have been doing it for a while. And it wasn't a bad place. I had just outgrown that place. And it's like, I tried to, because at some point I realized I was just bored, like really bored. And I mean, those of you who know me would probably not, when you look at my life, would probably not call my life boring. Like, I haven't had a boring life at all. My life has been full of adventures, full of encounters, full of traveling, full of like expansion, miracles, and still at some point I had to stop it all, really stop it all, just let it all go, and start opening up in such a deeper way, so much deeper. And it kept getting deeper and deeper and deeper, like letting go. Okay, and now what? And then just be. And then the next round came, and I, from that space, I tried, even trying is so cute, to approach things, and it just didn't work. It didn't work. Nothing worked. And the longer it lasted, the more I was letting go. I was basically surrendering. I'm still surrendering to life. I know life has this amazing way of showing me things, but as long as I resist them, it's just gonna keep doing it. Life doesn't have time frames. It's just gonna keep showing me what I'm not willing to see. And so it just kept happening over and over again in so many areas and aspects of my life. Things would just start like being erased basically from my life, and they wouldn't come back. And I kept asking all these questions, and it really brought me to this question mainly, like, what do I really want in life? And I started getting that, yeah, what I had created before was beautiful. It was amazing, It touched a lot of people. I created a lot of change, transformation, all of that. Like, I wouldn't want to miss it for the world. But what's in store for me and my life is just so much bigger than any of that. And so as long as what I had worked, I wouldn't I wouldn't go beyond it. Why would I? Because it's comfortable. I know how, I've already established like the ground rules, and I know how it works, and so life literally pushed me to stop it all, to let it all go. And I've just been being, really breathing a lot. Like I do maybe like 3 or 4 breath work meditations daily now. I've been writing a lot, writing my book, finishing my book. And but other than that, just being present, observing, being present with what comes up, with what shows up. And yeah, that can be scary, of course. I don't even, like, at the moment, I don't even have my own home because I've rented it out because I thought I was gonna go work on a boat. So like there's a lot of things where I'm just invited to be present with whatever shows up, but without having my own agenda, without having a plan, without having even a desire or a dream. Because even my dreams and desires, some of them are just way too small. And the longer I just sit with it, and the longer I just enjoy being present with letting go of everything, the more I see that, no, I don't see where it's going. That would be a lie. I don't see where it's going. I can perceive energetically that there's something that's much more in tune with who I am that's gonna open up. But it will only open up once I allow myself to let go of the smaller version of me. So what would it take for you too to open up to a much bigger version of you? And I don't mean big in a sense of like you have to prove that you're somebody. No, I mean bigger in a sense of like getting out of those places where we make ourselves small, where we act small, because really that's what we do. We act small so we can be helpless, or we can be victims, or we have to take responsibility, or all of that stuff. We really just act small, so we don't have to step up to be who we really are. Because stepping up to be who we really are takes a lot of courage. And again, it's not something we can define. It's not something we can explain. It's really just basically allowing, like, getting out of the way and allowing life to be whatever it wants to be through me, and to allow my being to be whatever it already is, because we already are everything. So yeah, maybe you want to have some fun too with letting go. And I know a lot of people suffer and a lot of people struggle because life doesn't go the way they had planned or the way they think they want it. What if it's the biggest, most incredible blessing, what happens at the moment, that we cannot do anything about life just cutting away all of the parts that are not in resonance with our true being, that are not aligned with what we came to be. And so why wouldn't we just allow it? Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride of change. Enjoy the ride of getting empty, making room, making space for whatever it is that wants to come through. Have so much fun with it.